Hello everyone, it's Ireve. I've been playing the whole day trying to figure out what would be the best possible build for this brand new season. And so I've been checking at weapons and looking at weapons and checking the mods that would come out in this season. I haven't unlocked any of them yet, but you'll see it doesn't matter. I saw some pretty good contenders like Ray of Precision, which just seemed amazing, or Flame of Harvesting, which was sounding quite nice with the Tika's Divination, or the Sunshot, or the Vex Middle Class. Even the Taraba could have been pretty good with it, since you just create a shitload of elemental well with it. And same thing with solar fulmination, so you could combine all those three and get a pretty decent build. But I realized it's not necessary if you're a hunter at least. So yeah, stick around to discover this brand new build I made, and I'm pretty sure it's the strongest build on the hunter I've ever seen in the history of Destiny. The way this build works is pretty simple. Uh, it's all based around the young Ahamkara spine, which I thought was pretty nice because um, with Stellar 3.0 coming out, we got so many new abilities and so many new synergies, and Trip Mine being one of my favorite grenade of all time. I know how lethal it can actually be in PvE. For territory control, it's amazing. For damage output with the young Ahamkara spine, it's one of the best grenades. Well, if you don't count the Warlock brand new upgrade with their, I think I don't remember the name of their Aztec that makes it so that their solar grenade just pumps out magma like balls. It's stupid. It's amazing. But yeah, so I wanted to do something with trip mines because I was playing with Attire's Embrace, and I was kind of disappointed with how well the weighted knife was doing. So again, I'm probably gonna forget some of the things, and it's gonna be fairly chaotic, but bear with me. It's worth the shot. Okay, so let's start with the mods I have on my helmet. So I put on ends on just because I want to be able to slot in something that can be actually useful while I stay in cryo electricity energy so that I can get my radiant light and get 20% more 20 plus strength, which will be quite important. The most important stats in this build are purely going to be strength, recov always because it's always good, and mobility. We're not aiming for as much discipline because it doesn't really matter, and if you can get a bit of intellect with that, it's always good. But we always get the grenade anyways because of Young Ahamkara Spine. So let's move on to that actually. Young Ahamkara Spine, what they do is that every time you use a trip mine grenade, it's stronger, it lasts longer. About 3 times longer. It has a larger radius, deals more damage, but most importantly, every time you deal damage with an ability, you get back energy. Now, this amount of energy is about, I'd say, between half of the grenade and a third of it. So just to go a bit above and beyond, we get the grenade Kickstarter, just to make sure we have it pretty much all the time, and since we get our grenades so often, it's always good to have elemental ordnance so that we get solar elemental wells from using our grenades. You'll see that it's not the only way we make wells with this build, but it's one of the more consistent ways. So moving on to the chest piece, I just like to have a bit of defense, so I use the seasonal mod I unlocked. One of the old, I think it's the only seasonal mod in this build, and it's not even necessary because you could just slot in another concussive dampener just to make sure you have a tad bit more like health. Concussive dampener, I think, works also with your grenades, which is nice because you're gonna be exploding everything around you, and you're probably gonna take a bit of damage from it. It's kind of crazy. So concussive dampener, I think, if it does affect that, I'm not guaranteeing, but I think it does. It would make sense for it to do. So it's always good to have. And solar and void, I mean, it's just, we have enough energy for it, so we just add it to the bunch. And then powerful friends, always good. You just, it's nice. It's just, you get charged with light. It's not really useful when you don't have any way to use it, but the 20 plus mobility is amazing. It's what makes it, I think, the most sought after mod in the whole game. And mobility is especially good with hunters because we do need that dodge as often as we can. Then moving on to the boots, we've got Explosive Wellmaker, which goes very well with the TQ's Divination we're using, or the Sunshot that you could use. I switch between the two, but I'll explain to you why I'd rather use the TQ's Divination. But yeah, the more explosions you make, and it counts as your grenade explosion as well. So if you shoot a grenade, and you kill something with it, if it counts, it will count as explosion and as grenade kill. So you're going to make 2 elemental wells, which again are very important for this build because you want your abilities as much as possible. And also, since we are using Font of Might, you get 25% more damage for every weapon that is using solar, which is the case here. Now, it's not necessary for you to use this Ain's Vengeance, but you can use try and get a solar heavy weapon if possible. So yeah, and the other mod not really important. I'm just using I make some orbs of light because I have the harmonic siphon. So I just like, yeah, let's make that count. So every time I pick them up, it gives me a bit more energy again, and I could switch it for HP. That could be actually very good. Do I need that much more energy? Just HP. It doesn't happen often enough for me to notice it, so I'll leave it like that. You can put on maybe recuperation, but I like innervation better. Okay, so now for the class item, it doesn't matter which one it is, of course. Uh, you just want to make sure you have Font of Might equipped, and also I go with Stasis for utility kickstart because, in my opinion, I mean, with the way the build is right now, the only thing you're really gonna need more often, I would say, is your dodge, since we are using the brand new dodge, which has a longer cooldown than the other two. So yes, it's always nice to have it, and you're gonna see why this dodge is more important than the others. Um, so yeah. Alright, now none of these mod would matter if it wasn't for this brand new amazing subclass we've got today. Solar 3.0 truly is a showcase of creativity, and it's just perfect. So let's start. I'll try to go as fast as possible. Acrobat's Dodge. We're using this one because it deals damage. When you release your radiant energy to buff your allies, it deals a small AoE of damage. And since it deals damage, it counts as ability damage, so you get back energy for your grenade. Triple jump, best jump, doesn't really matter. Who cares? You can use anything pretty much. Proximity explosive knives. We use them because explosions means more wells, so always good. Plus, the way they work is that you hit once when you touch the enemy with the knife, and it hits again when the explosion happens. So it kind of counts like as you're using 2 different abilities, so you get more energy back from it. Same thing with Trip Mine Grenade. You don't have to stick it on the enemy, but if you do, it's gonna consider you've hit twice with it, so you get more energy back. Um, Gunpowder Gamble, it's the best. It's just amazing. Always use it. It's fun. It's like a bonus ability you get. So not only is it super strong, but it's an explosion, so you get more elemental wells. It counts as a grenade, so you get even more elemental wells, and also it gets you more energy for your trip mine, and it's just the best ability in the game. I mean, it's so fun. You just whip it out and shoot it, and it's so fun. And it's the main reason why I am using Tiku's Divination is because of that grenade. I don't really need to aim. I just need to just look in the general direction, and I let the causality arrows just go for it, and it's just gonna. I don't even. You get it. Like I don't need to aim down sight. It's gonna track it and explode. So yeah. Knock him down, amazing because of the blade barrage we are using. More damage output because of the amount of knives, and also when you're radiant, if you get a kill with your equipped throwing knife, you get back energy for it. So every time you use your throwing knife, it's gonna give you more it's gonna give it back to you if you are radiant. So that's why we are using Amber of Torches, which will make you radiant every time you use a powered melee attack, which counts as your knife. So powered melee attack to your enemy. So you throw it at the enemy, you become radiant, it kills the enemy, you get back your knife. And your allies and yourself now deal more damage. It's amazing. Ember of Combustion, you just want to make sure that your super just makes more explosion, makes more wells, and also you get a bonus plus 10 to strength. And Ember of Beams, which makes it so that you get a bit more intellect again, and also you have better target acquisition, so you make sure that you hit as many as possible as of the knife you have in your blade barrage. So yes, that's pretty much it. Alright, and we're back. So yes, that's what I wanted to show you. You just need to throw your throwing knife, and because of the fragment I have equipped, I'm gonna get it back instantly. So look at this, throw it, kill, get it back. If I can try to find something else to kill with it, oh, there's a lot of enemies. Well, you're gonna see it in action actually. So I throw my knife, I got another grenade, I got this grenade, shoot it, explosion, didn't even need to really aim. Throw another grenade out, dodge next to him, deal damage, throw another grenade out. Every time you do it directly, it gets damage for sticking to him and damage for getting him out. I picked up a solar elemental well, so I get another grenade again. If he can just back off in it, more elemental wells, I get back my knife. As long as you have one ability up, you know you can do quite a few things with it. So I get a kill on the dog, so I get my melee back. I have the gambler's gunpowder up. I can keep using my knife, gets a kill, get it back. Oh, there's a big boss. Grenade. I can dodge next to him. I missed, sadly. Got another grenade out. Now I have nothing up. It doesn't really matter because I can use just, like, try to move away from him. Use Tiku's Divination for damage. I know that something will be up soon, as you can see. Even my super actually is going to be, so I'm just going to use my supercharge. Get back something else. I can throw it out, get an explosion, get another kill. It's just non-stop. And as you can see, I already have my dodge ready. I got my grenade. It's always good. It's always up. You always deal quite a lot of damage. I mean, the biggest threat you're facing is yourself, because if you just like get too greedy and get too close, throw your grenade. Well, I didn't die this time, but you can see how bad it can get if they like move around last second and the laser just faces you right before the explosion gets out. So yeah, but except for that, I mean, it's just one of the deadliest thing I've ever seen. It's just stupid. It's so fun. I love it. So I really recommend this build. Yeah. So consider it, and thank you for watching, and see you next time. I'll probably keep making these build videos because god damn it, I love synergies.